So if you are having starting issues on your Bronco, like I am guys, where my starter works intermittently, I have to use a portable jumper to get it started, and I have to make sure that jumper box is fully charged. So if you have that problem guys, and you know you have a good fully charged battery and a good starter relay, then the next thing for you to replace is going to be your starter. So let's get that done guys. I'm going to show you the issues I have when trying to start. Look at that, it started right away guys, but usually it doesn't do that, and I have used the mower already since this morning, and after the first start it usually works well. So I'm just going to replace the starter guys. So the first step before you work on anything electrical guys is to disconnect the battery or the power source. In this case we are working on the mower, so we'll disconnect our battery guys. I'm trying not to get my hand in the way, but that's a pretty straightforward task. So we'll just disconnect our negative cable guys. So for more access guys to get to the starter, we'll just remove the hood, and I'll just remove the light harness, and then we lift upon the hood guys and get that out the way. So the next step guys, we'll need to remove the flywheel cover, and to do that we'll need to remove these 4 8mm bolts, and there's one right behind the air filter here, so we'll just need to loosen that to get that one out guys. So now we'll just loosen these 2 wing nuts for the air filter cover. We don't necessarily have to remove it all the way, but we need to loosen it to get access to that last bolt. So a telescopic magnet works well here guys, where we can just get it out like that. So now we'll just remove our oil dipstick, set that aside, and we can lift off the cover guys. So here is the starter motor, and to remove it we'll need to remove these 2 10mm nuts, as well as the connector right here, which is a 11mm nut. So I'm going to get our 11mm wrench on here, and I'll hold it with a vice grip guys, as we do not want it to turn when we're getting the screw off. So there we go guys. So you want to do that step first, and then we can remove these 2 top 10mm nuts. So we just get that cable off and set everything, the nut aside. So you want to hold the starter guys, as these are your mounting nuts. So we just hold it up so it doesn't fall. So there's our old starter, and we'll just get our new one installed. Here is our new starter motor, and you need to verify your engine model number or serial number, guys, before making a purchase. And this is the Kohler SV590. So it is compatible with other models. Just please verify that before you make your purchase. So when reinstalling your new starter, guys, you want to make sure that the terminal post is facing to the outer right side of the motor. So we'll get our mounting nuts on. So we just hand tighten those and then tighten it down with a ratchet. No need to over tighten, guys, just make it snug. So next we'll remove the nut and get our starter wire reconnected. Then I'll use my 11mm wrench and my vice grip to get that tightened down, guys. That should be good. So I'm gonna get everything reconnected and I see y'all when I'm about to start it. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you. And as I mentioned before, the symptoms that I was having and how I would get it to start. And as you hear, guys, the starter sounds much stronger. So definitely that was the issue. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. God bless. I see y'all on the next one. Thank you.